Today on Inside the Blueprint, investment opportunities for small businesses. We visit a company that builds state-of-the-art charter schools and other vital locations. Protecting our infrastructure. Professional translation services. Plus, we hear from HR experts, sanitization professionals, and lots more. We're going Inside the Blueprint. Are you a business owner looking for investment opportunities to grow or sell your company? You're in the right place. Watch this.
We are a mergers and acquisitions firm, and really at the root of it, we help buy and sell businesses, and really that's pairing them with the right partner for growth. Target market are businesses that have revenue anywhere from 5 to 10 million all the way to 100. That is what we define as the lower middle market. They are, not your Main Street small businesses, but they're also not major Fortune 500 corporations. They kind of sit in that middle niche there, and they're usually high growth companies that have done really well over the years and now just kind of come to that proverbial fork in the road.
Their slogan, "Too big to be small, too small to be enterprise," says it all. They offer sound merger and acquisition guidance to companies in this sector based on ethical business practices.
Our mission and our values are based around service at the top of it. We give 200% service every time because it's really important to get to know our clients, and similarly really get to know the buyers and the investors too, because then that's how you know it's the right match, and that's how they're going to go off and do great things together. Most business owners believe that selling to a competitor is their only option, which we actually love to show that there's so many different opportunities in front of them and available to them. I always say that mergers and acquisitions is like a Baskin Robbins. There's 31 flavors. There are many different ways to do it. The strategy that we put together will help you determine who's the right capital partner. Is it a bank? There's great partners there to be had. Is it a private equity group or a financial sponsor, as we call them, that have raised private funds of money that want to help you grow? Is it venture capital potentially, if you're an earlier stage business and maybe not as mature as others? So you really have to take stock of where your business is, and then we can sit down and help you build that strategy.
Being a woman-owned company in a male-dominated field can offer fresh perspective.
There are certainly not enough women in finance, and let alone in mergers and acquisitions or investment banking. And it was something that I saw over the years as a leader in finance. I had young children at the time and was often put in a position where I had to make a lot of trade-offs, which was challenging. And so in founding our firm, one of our core values is diversity. And that's across all walks of life. So gender, age, ethnicity, professional background, personal background, those differences, we want to reflect our clients.
They can also help with management consulting and business strategy.
So what we find in the lower middle market is that owners of businesses and CEOs of those businesses don't have a full team of senior executives. And it's not because they don't want those, it's just that the budget doesn't necessarily allow for those types of resources full-time. So what we do is we like to supplant and provide that thought leadership on a fractional basis or on a project basis, because and what it does is it allows companies to plan and strategize and put things in place to better position themselves for an exit in the future. Mergers and acquisitions bring opportunity. So oftentimes business owners think that is an exit. I sell to my competitor. I'm ready to retire. There's a trigger point or something that happens that they react to. However, what we really want folks to understand is that there's opportunities to help you grow long before your final exit or whatever that finish line might look like for a business owner. If you've thought about remotely a merger or an acquisition, we really encourage you to reach out to us. We'd love to sit down and have a coffee, learn more about you, learn more about your business, and start to explore what opportunities might be available.
For more information about how Align Business Advisory Services can help grow your business, visit their website, alignba.com. And of course, visit our website, InsideTheBlueprint.com. When it comes to developing business facilities, there's a lot to think about. So look for a company like Southcrest Management who can do it all.
Southcrest Management is a general contractor here in Central Florida that will handle all your needs from the very beginning through the very end. It was always my plan to eventually have a family company, and I've been very blessed to have 4 children that all went off and explored their own careers, and I was able to bring them back and play off of each one of their strengths to build a complete general contracting and development company. What we've realized is a lot of times the customer doesn't really understand what they need or the process that's involved in locating product, working through the maze of government approvals, and also the design and engineering for a product. So we have taken the time to bring the different people in to be able to handle the whole deal from the very beginning to the very end.
But that's only the beginning. Mark's son, Mike, explains.
When we first meet with our clients, one of the very first things we'd like to do is get a good understanding of their business needs, such as building square footage, land acreage, and overall the general area they want to be located in. And from that point, we'll do a land search based on that criteria, along with the proper zoning for their business in that area. That part is really critical for us from a scheduling standpoint, as well as mitigating any risks that you would have for rezoning a property. From that point, we're looking for land, we're identifying land, we're negotiating contracts with sellers, we're doing due diligence, we're doing all the feasibility studies, we're designing the product, and then we build it. During the construction process, we are meeting with our subcontractors on a regular basis. We're getting a good understanding on their material lead times and what all we need to do as a general contractor to make sure that we streamline that process and get the project done as soon as possible for our clients. We've been in the industry for a long time, and we have a lot of relationships with developers and finance companies. Depending on the product and what needs to be financed, we can always assist in that.
One of their specialties is building charter schools for the education industry.
The education industry is very, very important to us because it helps us bridge the gap for educators between education, real estate, and finance. Coordination is extremely vital when it comes to education. You know, the school year starts on a specific date every single year, and that's something that can't quite change. So when we're building these facilities, they have to be ready on time. Not only on time for the school to be open, but ahead of time so the teachers can get in, they can organize, they can set up, they can really ensure everything is ready for the children as it needs to be.
There's so much more than just finding a piece of property and putting a building on it. They incorporate what the client wants versus what they believe the client wants.
We spend a lot of time with our clients, sitting down with them at the very beginning and going over what they envision they need, because they're an expert in their industry, we're experts in our industries.
So where should you turn when you need someone with industry knowledge, expertise, and integrity?
At Southcrest, we try to take care of all the customers' needs, and we feel it's very important. And we have instilled the values throughout the company to ensure that our clients' and customers' needs are fulfilled throughout the project.
Southcrest is the best because we can do whatever it takes to ensure your process is smooth and seamless.
We're designing it, we're permitting it, and we're building it. It's something that you don't see too often in our industry. I really believe that really sets us apart.
For more information about Southcrest Management, visit southcrest.us, and of course visit our website at insidetheblueprint.com. Protecting our infrastructure is always top of mind, and never has this been more true than it is today. The experts at HK Solutions Group have an innovative and patented way to protect and rehabilitate. Let's go inside the blueprint.
We specialize in restoring crumbling infrastructure where we'll actually go in and renew these assets with a trenchless technology called Monoform Plus. This topic is important to me because we're offering a proven solution to a real-world problem for restoring crumbling infrastructure.
As a business development director for Agru, my role is to go out into the industry and educate engineers and municipalities on the benefits of our concrete protective liner system. I believe concrete is the best building construction product known to man, and there's sometimes concrete is at risk of premature corrosion, and we can provide our Agru Ultra Grip HDPE liner to extend the life of those structures.
Monoform Plus is their patented trenchless manhole rehabilitation service that's 100% structural and corrosion resistant.
So Monoform Plus is a trenchless rehabilitation system that offers a permanent solution for repairs that are required out in the infrastructure and wastewater systems throughout the United States. The system is very low impact. It provides a standalone, fully structural lining that is a long-term solution for repairs of these types of systems. The benefit is with Monoform Plus is it fills a gap. It fills a gap out there. There's a specific need. There are other systems out there that are enhancements, they're applied linings, they're applied to the existing structure. And the other side of the spectrum, you have full replacement where the actual structure is removed and replaced, and Monoform fits in between those two. The end result is that we can come in and fully restore these underground structures without digging and offer that same performance as replacement, and this is done very low impact. So there's very low impact to community, there's no excavation, it's a small footprint, we don't have to externally bypass, we're not disrupting business, and we can typically maintain traffic controls around our work areas.
Monoform Plus, coupled with Agru Ultra Grip technology, delivers unsurpassed protection for underground rehabilitation of aging and failing structures.
Agru provides products that I can't get from other manufacturers. They can customize widths, they can customize lengths, they can add anchors, remove anchors. They have the polyester-backed fabric material. They have multiple plastic properties they can supply, like polypropylene, polyethylene, PVDF, and ECTFE, and they can do non-skid, all kinds of unique things that nobody else offers. When we use Agru SureGrip in new structures that are at risk for premature corrosion, we're able to take the benefits of HDPE and cast it in the concrete with their anchoring system and extend the life of those manholes and lift stations that are at risk for premature corrosion. It's easy to install, it's easy to seal with weldable joints, and it's the best solution I've seen, and I've been in this industry all my life. With new construction, we can go in, whether it's precast in a factory where we line a manufacturer's formwork, or we can go on a job site and line the cast-in-place formwork from the floor to the ceiling, the walls, everything that needs to be protected. It's easy to fit the liner to the forms and install it and have it cast in the concrete when it's poured.
Their slogan, work hard, work smart, work safe, says it all.
Work hard, work smart, work safe is our motto. It's our employees, it's our company mantra.
So our employees, they give 110%. So we do like to see them all work hard, work smart, do it right the first time. Pay attention and have a plan. And then at the end of the day, work safe. We want all the guys and girls to go home with 10 fingers and 10 toes like they came in with.
So if you have a need for any of the systems that we talked about today, please reach out and contact us. We'd be happy to help.
For more information about how HK Solutions Group can help you protect your infrastructure, visit their website, hksolutionsgroup.com. And of course, visit our website, InsideTheBlueprint.com. Wouldn't it be great if you could conduct business anywhere in the world in literally any language? Well, now you can, with help from the experts at Verbatim Languages.
Our company provides interpretation and translation services. We work with many industries, I can almost say with all industries.
Our staff has a variety of certifications depending on the setting that they work in. In the medical setting, it's very important to have the proper qualifications. There are certain medical certifications to be able to work with patients, to be able to work in hospitals in that setting. In the court setting, for example, there's a whole nother set of certifications that are required to be able to correctly represent a client.
There are many reasons to use Verbatim's professional services. For example, just because someone is bilingual doesn't mean they can interpret or translate.
The difference between an interpreter and translator, although in our industry the term is often incorrectly used interchangeably, but in basic terms, interpretation is the means of communication verbally, and translation is through written communication, be it through documents or website or contracts.
And here's some great advice. Don't try to rely on a relative, friend, or app.
In a medical setting, for example, often patients will bring a family member or perhaps a neighbor, a friend, and while the intentions could be good and sometimes the intentions could also be bad, there's several reasons why this is not a good idea. Perhaps the family member doesn't want to quite give the bad news to the patient and kind of softens it up. And in a medical setting, the doctor truly needs the patient to understand the true diagnosis, the prognosis, to be able to be a true part of their own treatment. In my personal experience, one such case that I had in a medical setting, the patient was, an older patient was having their son do the interpreting for the doctor, and the interpreter, the son, continuously said the patient was having pain and continued to ask for higher dosages and a wider array of pain medication, only to find out months later that the interpreter, the son, was actually abusing the patient's medication and purposely requesting higher dosages and more medication. This is a huge problem, even a legal problem, that could have been avoided had a professional interpreter been present.
They're available worldwide 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and offer services in over 100 languages.
This is important because, as we know, business doesn't stop. Whether you're in Japan, in Tokyo, whether you're in London, in New York, or Mexico City, 24 hours around the clock. You don't want language to be a barrier to be able to sign that contract, get ahead. And even with languages, one key thing that's important is understanding the need for a professional interpreter. Even let's take Spanish. Over 20 countries speak Spanish, but it's not across the board that you interpret or translate without actually being aware of each country. A certain term in Puerto Rico, for example, can mean a total different term in Argentina. So within 100 languages and dialects, there's even much more to be thought of than just languages.
They also offer sign language services.
It's extremely important for a non-hearing person to have an ASL interpreter because often they are a marginalized community that feels isolated. But when an interpreter is provided for them, they feel more a part of the community or the mainstream.
So when you're ready to conduct business anywhere in the world, in any industry, at any event, large or small, Verbatim Languages is the one to speak to.
I really hate when people say lost in translation. With a true professional interpreter, a true professional company, nothing should be lost in translation.
For more information about Verbatim Languages, visit their website, verbatimlanguages.com. And of course, visit our website, InsideTheBlueprint.com. Every company needs people. And depending on the size of your business, you may need lots of people. Strong, qualified team members who excel in their positions and help your company grow. Here are some tips from the pros at the Omnia Group on how to best develop your employees and set them up for success.
The Omnia Group helps leaders make the most important decision that they make, or one of the most important decisions that they make, and that's hiring the right people and then developing and promoting the right people to the right jobs.
So getting this right is so important because employees are a huge asset for a company. They're what makes the company run. And so by understanding your team, you can be more profitable and have your team more engaged, provide better customer service.
Hiring wrong can actually cost your company money.
It is so important to hire the right person for the right job. Many people leave a job they've just gotten within 90 days. 13% of millennials will leave because they don't believe they've got growth opportunity. The average cost of hire is about 30% of the annual salary you're going to be paying that candidate. So if you're hiring someone who's going to make $50,000 a year, you could be looking at $15,000 in hiring and development costs.
How do they do it? They start with an employee assessment.
So the Omnia assessment is a personality tool. It's to help employers understand what makes their employees tick. So what motivates them, what drives them, what gets them up and excited to go to work every day.
So we look at personality traits that best match the job of, say, a salesperson, a financial manager, a production supervisor, a customer service representative.
It's not the same as a test, and that's because there is no pass or fail, and we are who we are. So that's the great thing, is just understanding your employees.
Here's how it works.
The behavioral assessment that we have, it is an 82 adjective checklist. It's very quick, 10 minutes to take. It's a great participant experience, and that's one of the things that we're of course very proud of, is that it's easy to do. But yet it's 93% accurate, so when it comes back, you've got a lot of data to help you manage your team more effectively.
Having this information helps you fine-tune the hiring process and helps you decide who will flourish where.
So if you're hiring a receptionist, the things that you might be looking for is somebody who is cautious, outgoing, fast-paced, and very attentive to detail. And that is actually one of the core personality types, is somebody who's like that. So by understanding what a client needs, what their benchmark is, then we can say how this person compares to that benchmark.
Our client advisors at the Omnia Group offer a range of consulting services to help our clients throughout the entire hiring process. So we can help write the job profile. We can help write the position description. We can help write the advertisement. We'll help create an interview guide to help the hiring managers rate the candidates all the way through the hiring process. So these benchmarks help hiring leaders know that they're making the right decision, because they can use the study that we've already done across multiple roles in multiple industries to be sure that they've got the right profile for the job.
So what is the real value and the power of insight?
Employees leave managers, they don't leave jobs, typically. And that's because of some personality friction that's going on. And often that is because the manager doesn't understand what drives that employee. So we're providing that data, that insight.
Hiring is a really important decision that every organization is going to make. It's a huge investment, and we're proud that we help our clients make sure that they're going to make the right one.
For more information about how the Omnia Group can help you with employee development, visit their website at omniagroup.com. And of course, visit our website at insidetheblueprint.com. If you're in an industry that requires a controlled environment, we have the perfect solution. Prefabricated mobile and relocatable cleanroom installations that go almost anywhere, inside and out. So let's go inside the blueprint at Cleanroom Design to share the latest in technology and solutions.
We were traditionally a design build company for specifically the cleanroom industry. In the recent years, we've switched into a modular, relocatable mobile cleanroom company, specifically to speed up the time that we can deliver a turnkey product to our customers that is completely customizable and meets all of the same requirements without the construction unknowns and the time that it takes to build on a traditional construction project. Many industries benefit from what we do, including medical device, pharmaceutical, aerospace, nanotechnology, biochemical, different types of manufacturing. Basically, it's particulate control. It's both personnel control in these rooms as well as the product that they're producing. For example, in a hospital where they're making chemotherapy, that's a drug that's going to be injected into a human, so it's got to be particulate free, it's got to be sterile, and at the same time, it's a dangerous drug to be working with, so we're protecting the individuals working with that as well. So those protections, that controlled environment, go both directions and are very much needed.
Clean rooms can filter 99.999% of the microns and contaminants in the air. This is crucial in many laboratory and manufacturing environments that require ISO-classified particulate control. These contaminants are invisible to the human eye and affect everything from chemotherapy to cell phone manufacturing.
There's different levels of clean. All of them relate back to what we call ISO classification, which deals with the amount of particles allowed in that area. So a basic level of clean might just be an air shower where folks are walking into an industry where they just have to get the particles blown off of themselves. And then another level of clean, bringing it to the other side of the spectrum, would be a biological safety cabinet or a BSL lab. Clean rooms do require seamless construction, and they require materials of construction that can stand up to almost anything. So the first thing you would think of is marine grade. It's going to stand up to salt water. So we use a lot of marine grade type components, and I like to say that all the components can be boiled, but you cannot melt them.
Mobile units like this one are built right here in the USA and provide the latest in clean room technology. They're then shipped for use throughout the country.
Yeah, so our factory is in Indianapolis, Indiana. Everything is made here in the USA, which we're proud of. We manufacture these with our partner firm, Modular Devices, and that is probably the most beneficial aspect, is having everything underneath one roof and controlling all of that construction prior to delivering to the customer. As far as being used inside or outside, on our website you can see the different videos. We have single unit or multi-unit complexes that we set outside and then connect once they're on site to build full facilities. We also have units that we bring in through the front of a building, and they'll actually build the entire building around this to where it looks like it was actually part of it. So while still relocatable, maybe a little bit more permanent, but definitely able to go wherever you need it to.
And because humans can be, well, germy, the experts at Clean Room Design offer staff and technician training as well. Teaching your personnel about the right protective gear, or PPE, helps protect the clean room environment from outside contaminants.
Regardless of where we deliver the unit around the country, we have partner firms around the country on the mechanical side that would handle all of the preventative maintenance for your unit. They will do in-services with your in-house facilities team to help take care of that. So these are for emergency contact visits. These are for the daily and monthly filter changes. We have a full set of resources available to our clients to make sure that the rooms continue to operate properly. Outside of that, the clean rooms pretty much run themselves. So they set them, we leave them. They really don't need any other attention. It allows the client to go and focus on what they're doing, which is servicing their customers and creating their products. I'll say it again, we won't leave you in the dust, and that's not a joke on particulates as far as the clean room, but we're here for you. We're not going to leave you. We definitely provide one of the best products available out there, and I'm not just saying that. Please give us a call. We'll show you how it's done correctly, and how you can make your operation more efficient and more safe.
For more information about how Clean Room Design's mobile technology can work for you, visit their website at cleanroomdesignllc.com, and of course visit our website at insidetheblueprint.com. Thanks for watching Inside the Blueprint. For more information on any of the products you saw today, or to find out how to become part of the show, please visit insidetheblueprint.com.